So please type in yes if you're able to see the slide here. Yes, Motilal, you can type in Prakash Keval Ramani in LinkedIn. You can connect with him directly. Thank you. So your dream company is looking for digital growth leaders now and not digital marketing managers anymore. Why I'm saying this, I would like to share this with you first. So I just, while sir was giving the presentation, I looked at marketing jobs in India on LinkedIn. So these are some of the senior. So what the kind of filters I put in are mid to senior level and director level roles, which I consider senior. Job functions, I looked at marketing, business development, strategy planning, management, and consulting roles. So this is what I looked at. So even if I look at the advertisement part, let's do this. So now what I'm looking at is if I like to ask you, which are your dream roles? Let me pick up some things and ask you, is lead central growth strategy for a company like Apna, which might be a startup, would be your dream role? If you think yes, type in yes. People who think no, type in no in the chat box. Do you think that this would be exciting for you? Do you think that this role, yes, CG is saying yes. What about the other one? Other people? How about marketing director role? Yes. Okay. So there is a role for marketing manager. Let's look at what this role wants. What are they looking at? So if you look at, uh, so this company is actually looking for somebody who can who is responsible for shaping the go-to market strategy. So this brand wants to enter a particular market, and they want somebody who could plan and execute a go-to market strategy end to end for their product or services. So what they're looking at is they are looking at people who have experience in either strategy or go to market in startups. So they are looking at people who've got organizational and project management skills, excellent storytelling and presentation skills. We're looking for people who can analyze data and build up decision making models to take up decisions. So this is something that this particular person is looking at. Let's look at another point. So there is this organic products company from Thane, which is looking for a marketing manager. Let's take this role. Okay, so what we're looking at is they are looking at a let's there are many people who've got about 3 to 4 years of experience. So this organization is looking for somebody for marketing manager role. So the first thing that they're looking at is that the person should know how to develop strategy and execute it. So digital marketing comes second, but the first thing that they're looking at is that the person can ideate strategies for them. A person can actually look at offline marketing and traditional marketing. Then I'm looking at a venture capital company who's looking at a growth principle. So this person is also looking at people who could work as a strategic leader and trusted advisor to founders. Then we are looking at a company called, let's look at Adobe. Adobe is looking at a principal digital strategist. I think a lot of you would be interested in a role like this. Type in yes if you would be interested to take up a role at Adobe as a principal digital strategy. So now let's talk about what this role requires. So this requires so in this role you will have to work with C-level leadership. So they are expecting a person who could actually work out GTM strategy, again, go to market strategies, who can connect with C-suite strategies, right? Who can identify new sales opportunities. So they are looking at people beyond digital marketing skill sets is something that I wanted to talk. Let's look at curator head of brand. So they are looking at owning the brand, own creation, planning 360-degree campaigns, omni-channel adaptation strategies, evolving brand guidelines for them, building teams and growing them, right? So they're also looking at people beyond functional skills. Let's look at another company called Selecor Gadgets. So they are looking at a director for marketing. This could also be a very interesting for you. So they are also looking at the first thing they're looking at is strategy, brand management, market research, budget management, right? Team leadership, collaboration, content strategy, public relations, event planning. So if you'll analyze all of these senior management roles, I'll like to take one or two more so that so I came across this Dot and Key skincare. I personally use the brand, it's a good brand. So they're looking at a manager for influencer marketing. So they are also looking at strategy, relationship building, content collaboration, market trends analysis. So if you'll see all the senior roles which are coming up in the market have more than 50% requirement from non-technical roles. So they are not expecting uh, very strong technical roles. Is definitely there. Is they're assuming that you would be having after 3 to 5 years of work. It's technically you should be strong, but they're looking at for leadership roles, they're actually looking at people who have, I would say, capability, skill set beyond Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, or digital marketing techniques and tools. So they're looking at people from these aspects of time. For example, if I look at head Tradologic, digital marketing and brand communication, it will start with strategy and execution. So now, if you are looking at growth, you need to actually get serious with acquiring knowledge, learning, experience in these strategic domains, in domains of understanding business and aspects of business growth. So this is what we'll be talking about today. So how do we move towards this? As I've demonstrated that if you're looking at preparing yourself for digital growth leadership roles, which all the companies are looking at. Your dream company is is no more looking at pure digital marketing managers. As I've demonstrated you, they're looking for digital growth leaders. And that is the reason you're seeing there is a 60% firing happening at digital marketing manager level within 8 months of joining. People join, especially in the SME segment, people join at good salaries, but after 6 to 8 months, they're asked to leave. Why? Because they are not able to meet up the expectations of their companies. So now what we are looking at is that what are we looking at from these leaders? So what is it that people are looking at? So they want to take to the companies who are actually looking for digital leaders are expecting they're expecting a growth leader to take their business internationally by creating a result oriented team to grow their business digitally. Second, they want better business or growth from their digital leader. So they want better control on results. So they want to hire people who can actually ensure processes, systems, and strategy to give them better control on the results. Third one, there are many startups who are presently struggling with uh, building traction for their ideas. People who have managed to get fundings now have to demonstrate growth, traction, or even commercial viabilities or revenues to their venture capitalists. So they are looking at people who can convert new ideas into realities. So these are the three major segments where major growth is happening. You can grow very significantly, very fast in these domains in another 2, 3, 5 years. And you can actually reach out to CXO roles within a short span of time. So they actually want you to perform beyond Facebook and LinkedIn marketing. So the kind of roles which are coming right now is that if you talk about Swiggy, recently all the companies who are looking at getting listed are looking at chief revenue officer roles. So they are looking at people. So now they have scaled their businesses, they have acquired their business, but they're not viable. Their per unit economics is not working out well for them. So they need people who understand digital businesses and can actually restructure the whole business around commercial viabilities. So we are looking, so you'll see roles as so now people would you'll not see many job openings coming in the form of digital marketing manager, senior digital marketing, but you may see somebody like marketplace growth managers. So all the marketplace businesses would be looking at leaders who can actually bring growth to their marketplace models. They may be looking at people who maybe financials or fintech companies would be looking at digital marketers or digital leaders who can upgrade customer experiences, growth marketing analyst. A company might be growing, they need people who can actually decode the growth dynamics and variables. There could be sustainability marketing managers. Maybe there is a brand which has grown tremendously, 60, 70% CAGR in the last 3 years. Now they want to sustain the growth. They want to retain their customers. So they need people who can develop strategies. And who could do this in the best possible? People who understand nuances of digital marketing, people who understand the digital world. So these are the people they need. They need people. So podcast and OTTs, if you look around, every brand is investing in podcasts and OTT advertisement. So they need people who are specialists, growth hackers, subscription growth managers. Majority of the apps are, all the apps, if you can actually go out with a subscription growth plan to any of the recruiter. For example, if you get a you can spot any app company on LinkedIn, create a subscription growth plan, and I can assure you, just send them that I have a subscription growth plan for you. They would come to listen to you. Many of the D2C brands or probably e-commerce brands are looking at significant growths on marketplaces. They need digital marketplaces growth leaders. So this is the kind of profiles you'll be seeing in another 3 to 5 years, and not just plain Facebook marketer or a LinkedIn marketer. These jobs will go away. Majority of these jobs will be eaten by AI, artificial intelligence, and tools who can do majority of the tasks related to these advertisement. They would need people who can do partnerships and alliances. So these are the kind of people who will be needed in the coming future. So now, what we are trying to do. So Avastha Learning and Ramaya University of Applied Sciences have been seeing this happening around, and we very accurately think that we think that in the coming years there will be a strong demand for these professionals. And if we are able to, if we want to capitalize on the digital growth of India, we need to develop professionals who can meet this demand. And that is where we've tried to uh, create a program which can help you develop and position yourself as a digital leader beyond digital marketing roles. So we've tried to create a program. So now I can see a question. So okay, so Dhiral, you can type in your question. I can take up your question. So, is there anybody else who's finding difficulty in understanding the points which I'm trying to share apart from Dhiral? Is it good to go? Are you able to understand the past few slides? Please type in yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Motilal. Thank you, CG. What about the rest? Is it okay? Or should I repeat? Aarti, is it good for you? Are you able to understand? Sheetal, Nikhil, are you able to understand? Okay, so I'm moving forward. So now what we are trying to do is that we've tried to create a program which can actually create future leaders. So what is it that is so so there are two wider aspects in the entire industry. You can segment the industry into two broad sub segments. One is brand management, and secondly is e-commerces. So the entire industry, if you try to segregate them into two sub segments, would be there are service providers, solution providers who are looking at growing services, solutions, products. All of these you can put in the digital business management, which talks about all the aspects of growing digital business. When you talk about selling products online, there comes the e-commerce. So that is why we see two broad segments which can define the universe of digital business in India or globally. So we have tried to create a postgraduate program which gets you ready to grow in both these subsegments. So that is why the name of this particular program is Postgraduate Diploma in Digital Business Management and E-commerce. Why diploma? Because we strongly found. So let me get back to the CVs. So majority of these people, companies are looking at serious qualifications. So if you are applying for a leadership role and you tell them that I have done a Udemy course or a Coursera course, they will not take you seriously. We have talked to many recruiters, we've talked to many companies, and they say that we do not uh, get convinced that people can really learn uh, from a 5 hours or a 10 hours course programs on Udemy and certificate programs which are teaching techniques and tools. We need people who are learning nuances of business. So and that is why we tried to create a program which gives you a serious communication about your seriousness for leadership role, and that is why we did not create a certificate program. We created a PGDBM program which is equivalent to an executive MBA around the world. So this is a 40 credit university program that has been created to give you the seriousness that you need in your next job interview for a leadership role in any company. So now going forward, this program is not designed for people who are looking at learning Facebook or LinkedIn. There are other programs for this. So what we are trying to prepare you for is that this program is meant for people who are looking to who are planning to apply for CMO roles in another 1 or 2 years or 3 years. They want to apply after a year or two. They want to explore CMO roles in various companies. This course is meant for people who want to work with startups in leadership roles. So many of the startups are looking at senior marketing people to join in the co-founder roles. So this program is meant to prepare you to actually uh, apply and join as in senior leadership roles in those startups. This program is designed for people who have got who've got a business idea and they want to implement that idea in the next 11 to 24 months. So this program is meant for people who are looking for specifically for senior management. This is not a functional course program comparable with one month, 2 month, 3 months digital marketing courses which are happening. If you want to learn those things, this is not the program you should apply for. Going for if you can do these four elements, then you don't need this program. You are ready to apply straight. So all the people so I would like to give you a small test. If you think you can reimagine an offline business digitally, give yourself a score of 1. If you think you can reevaluate the value chain of a business, when I say value chain of a business, is that let's suppose we are selling glass uh, cutlery on Amazon Marketplace. There is a offline company which is probably based out of Thane and wants to promote their rebuild their business around digitally. And if you think you have got skills to reevaluate their value chain for a digital business, give yourself a score of 1 or score of 2. If you think you can identify new customer segments for an offline business to connect digitally and build up GTM strategies for this, you can give yourself a score of 1 or 0. And if you think that you have sufficient skills and experience to rebuild the organization, so for digital growth, give yourself a score of 1. So there are 4 questions. I would like you to type in your total score for these 4 questions in the chat box. So if you think that you've achieved, you can do all 4 of these, you can type in 4. If you think you can do 2 out of the 4, you can type in 2. If you think you can do 3 out of these 4, you can type in 3. So I would like request everyone uh, to uh, to type in what do you think? Dhiral, Aarti, Motilal, Sheetal, Nikhil. Please type in what do you think how many of these tasks you can do right now based on your experience and skill set. Okay, Motilal. Okay, yes, Motilal, I'm currently trying to provide an WhatsApp on customized solution, small to medium, not able to plan it as a business, what to do, where to start, something like this. Okay, okay. So, Motilal, what we can do is that I will ask my team to connect with you and we can have a 30 minutes one-to-one to discuss this out. Would that be okay for you, Motilal? What about the rest? Aarti has written one. Okay. What about the other two people? Okay. Okay. So now what we are trying to do is that we have created a kind of a program which can help you become 4 on 4 in next 11 months. So why and how? So what we have done is we've not tried to create a digital marketing program. We've tried to create a digital business program. If I ask you today, uh, can you give me one MBA right now which is there? Can you spot some MBAs in the market which actually teach e-commerce management and digital business management? Let's do this right away. So there are so if majority of the jobs are coming in this domain, why are MBAs not addressing this? MBA in so so there are hardly any MBAs which are actually addressing the e-commerce aspects, except for one. Jan has been doing it. Yes. So now what you need to do, this is the recent trend which is catching up. So now generic MBAs are no more relevant for you. This is what I want to share with, and this is another revelation which I want to share is that generic MBA with specialization in traditional marketing is no more relevant because every marketing job right now which is coming up requires you to have an understanding of digital businesses, e-commerce, nuances of digital branding, positioning, digital team building, and everything. So all of these things are something that are need of the hour propositions. So what we are trying to do here is we have tried to create a program which covers both digital business and e-commerce in a lot of detail. So you very rarely you'll find a program which is of 660 hours of total engagement in the form of classes, in the form of projects, in the form of boot camps. So if you look at a MICA program from a upgrad or a Simply Learn program or XYZ programs, you will find that 30 majority of the programs that are available in the form of executive programs, you get 30 to 40% course content in the form of recorded lectures. This entire program is delivered live by faculties and industry experts. So we start with strategy. We get into details of customer behavior and understanding the digital business environment. There are very few courses which talk about digital laws. We have tried to build up a program that addresses digital laws in this. We've tried to work out a entire module on only technologies and tools for e-businesses, be it from productivity to project management to analytics to dashboard development. There are more than 15 plus tools that we are covering in this program, that too in the first trimester. Then we are also we're also training you on accounting, valuation, and fundraising for digital businesses. After the program, you can go out and actually participate in fundraising for startups after this particular program. Then try then we are talking about how to build data as a strategic asset. When I say data as a strategic asset, what do I mean? Whenever you will join a big company, you'll have loads of data available in this, be it in the form of their customer data, exhibitions data, user behavior data. How to actually capitalize on that particular data, creating newer products, better products is what we will teach you in this program. Then comes team building and management. Uh, this is one of the most underrated, but most very vital for any leadership role. So we'll talk about. We've got people from. So we've got who's teaching you is this program. This module of team building is taught by Dr. Praveen Kamath, who's GM and Global Head of Talent Transformation at Wipro. So this person is going to be teaching you P, team building and management. You Data as a strategic asset will be taught by Mr. Pranesh Nagarajan, who's actually served in Nestle and GSK. Your fundraising and valuation will be taught to you by a venture capitalist and a senior VP who served in Google and Microsoft. Then we have storytelling and content marketing. This section will be taught by Mr. Monappa Nalayanda, who is the former CMO himself from Tata Digital and an IIM Bangalore alumni. Digital strategy will be taught by Mr. Sandeep Ori. He's a strategy consultant. And Mr. Krishna Kaushik, who's an alumni of University of Chicago. This person will be taking up the module on digital business strategy for you. Then we have a product strategy for SaaS and MVP. This particular module will be taught by Mr. Amardeep Bajpayee, who's an entrepreneur and visiting faculty to MDI Gurgaon and an alumni of IIM Ahmedabad. So this person so you have best of the faculties who are industry practitioners who will be actually teaching you these sessions online. Right. So I would request you to. So this is something that we've actually tried to create for you. Then trimester 3 will be getting into more details related to e-sourcing, logistics, how to develop the logistic channel for digital businesses, how to promote your businesses on various marketplaces. Then how to do, for example, there are many businesses or exporters who are looking at growing their products outside India. So they're looking at leaders who could take their products to a newer country, maybe Argentina, South America, Southeast Asia, Middle East. So we'll be taking up how to launch a new product in a new country. This is something unique which we have brought in the e-commerce specialization. With all these details in place, we've tried to create a very interesting PGDBM program, which is taught by a mix of academia and industry. So I've shown you the industry faculty. Now I'll share the faculty from RUAS Bangalore, university faculty. They've got all of these people have more than 15 plus years of experience in various domains of businesses. So they'll be actually taking up various sessions with you to prepare you for leadership roles. So this is the program outline that we have created, and this is a stackable program, and you could actually do this program by investing 500 rupees per day or INR 15,000 per month for next 11 to 12 months is the investment that this program requires. If you feel interested about the program, plus for freshers, we are also giving a placement guarantee. So for people who have less than 3 years of work we are actually giving a placement guarantee in which if you after the program if you do not get a placement within 100 days of course completion, we'll be refunding back your entire fees by paying you 15,000 per month till you get your job or the entire fees is refunded. So this becomes a no risk proposition for all the people with less than 3 years of work. So these are the details about the program, and if you are interested to more about it, you can contact us and we'll be happy to share. And coming back to questions, if you have any questions, you may share, and or we can conclude the session today. Thank you so much for your participation, and thank you so much, Prakash sir, for keeping. I'm sorry I kept you in waiting for some time.
No, it's a pleasure. It's a very interesting program.
Right. Thank you, sir.
So,
thank you.
Good luck, yeah. Good luck to you and good luck to all the participants. I'm sure they'll turn out to be brilliant marketeers.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And
all the best.
Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, you can ask questions, or we can conclude the session. Okay, I can see some questions. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, and have a great evening ahead.
Good night. Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.